So you've set up your dewormer program, and you're feeling pretty good about it. But have you ever actually looked in to see anything about equine parasites? If intelligence is measured as the ability to adapt to an environment, equine parasites, pretty much geniuses.
All right, so let's imagine that you are an internal parasite. By definition, you know that you need a strategy that will get you inside your favorite host. In this case, let's say you're a strong Isles worm and your favorite habitat is the horse. But how do you proceed? Fortunately, your mom, in her infinite wisdom, has laid thousands of eggs a day inside the horse's belly. Her friends did the same thing, so there's about 75 to 100 million of you in there. So you're moving along through the gut with all your millions of cousins when you follow the earth in a nice, safe ball of manure. Once there, you hatch. Now what? Ah, yes, horses eat grass. So you climb up a grass blade and lie in wait. Yay, success! You are eaten by a horse and merrily on your way through the belly. But gosh, there's loads of you in here with your cousins. And you can hear the farmer say something about an oral dewormer. Dewormer. Wait, that sounds bad. You're a worm. What to do? What to do? Ah, yes, brilliant. You will insist yourself into the bowel lining and migrate to the intestine until that nasty dewormer floats on by. Whew, you peek out. Whew, all clear. It's a sorry battlefield for your fellow brethren who forgot to hide, but now you're prepared to lay thousands of eggs that your children can make their mighty climb to the top of a tasty grass blade. Genius. But let's say you don't want to be a worm so lowly. You want to be able to fly. But even with wings, your mission is still the same. You need to get your babies inside that juicy horse. You decide to lay your tiny progeny on the horse's forelegs. You make them super sticky and hardy so they don't get brushed off. In fact, you design your eggs so well that they only come off with the warm, moist breath of the horse. Brilliant. As they scratch these itchy eggs with their soft muzzles, your little angels take a ride right into the horse's mouth. The little tykes hang out there for about 3 weeks and grow into larvae. From there, your tiny little Einsteins that they will work their way to the stomach and cling to the mucus lining, safe and warm during the blustery winter months. When the frigid weather passes, they're manured out and burrow into the ground. After maturing for 3 to 10 weeks, they will re-emerge with beautiful wings, free to fly away and deposit their little bundles of joy on furry legs everywhere. So clearly, Mother Nature has helped you to hone your skills and ensure the longevity of your species. Ah, but humans are also clever and have designed many ways to kill your people. But as we said, you are a genius. So bring it on, humans! Fortunately for you, as humans are wont to do, they became a little overzealous down in New Zealand, and that was just the break you were looking for. They over-medicated their sheep so often that your people were able to adapt to this too. Sure, you lost many of your kin on the way, but now you and your hardy cousins are immune to almost every dewormer on the market. Your people have almost accomplished the same feat with horses here in the United States. Brilliant. Who's going to stop you now? World domination is within your grasp. And we haven't even mentioned your fellow parasites like tapeworms, pinworms, roundworms, and threadworms. Okay, so now you're no longer an internal parasite. You're a human who is awed by the formidable foes that you and your horse are facing. How can you combat these adaptable little critters? Well, proper manure management is key. Almost every internal parasite life cycle is dependent on manure for maturing. So number one, if you can remove the manure within 3 days, ideally daily, many of the opportunities for parasite invasion are thwarted. 2, do not spread manure on fields to be grazed by horses. Instead, compost it in a pile away from the pasture before spreading it out. Number 3, mow your pastures periodically to break up manure piles and expose parasites to the elements. The larvae can survive freezing, but they cannot tolerate extreme heat and drying for very long. On the horse side of the equation, it's a great idea rather than just doing a specific schedule, test the horse's manure. See, do they really need to have a treatment this time? I use a company that I can just mail in the sample, and it could not be easier. If the sample does come back positive for parasites, then I have this really cool combination of bentonite clay and herbs that I use. It works great, and the horses find it much milder. And since it's all natural, I don't have to worry about there being toxins that gets into my compost in my garden or into our water system. If you're interested in learning about how to compost, you can check out our vlog on our YouTube channel and on our website. In that vlog, I shared details about the Natural Resources Conservation Service and the Soil and Water Conservation Districts, both of which are there to help you design your composting system and maybe even help you financially. These strategies may be harder work than an oral dewormer, but the parasite armies will never become immune to them. Good luck! For other great tips on having happy horses, please drop by bridlesandbreath.com to learn about our home study courses and our newsletter, and join our YouTube channel. And tell your friends.